women view the world. Men tend to look at the world through hierarchy, right? Like, okay, competence. I am smarter than this individual, so I am the boss. He's second in command, etc. Men understand hierarchy. Women, for some odd reason, you guys don't. The reality is this: men must be competent, and then they must be in a position of authority over a woman for it to actually work, where she can respect him and defer to his authority. It doesn't work where we're equal. Okay, if I was as strong as you, or as I was tall as you, as I made as much money as you, as smart as you, you'd look at me, he's an equal. But if I'd say, hey, we need to go and do this, you would have maybe a point of issue with that. But if I'm better than you in everything and I'm more experienced, you're going to defer to my authority.
Who says that you're better?
What?
Also, why not communicate?
Assuming that a man is better than the woman.
I'm saying the man needs to be better to command respect from his female.
Better in what sense? That's a vague word.
What?
It's a vague word. Better. It depends. Like there are different kinds. There are different kind of intelligences. Like you could be intelligent in one way, and he could be intelligent in another way.
Yeah.
He could be more.
Your man must be more competent than you in things that actually matter. And things that actually matter. Maybe you can pick out the drapes or something for the house, but the guy's got to be more competent in how the world works, making money, being more successful, being more intelligent than you are for it to work. Women don't want their equal in general. They want a guy that's better than them in every regard. I mean, I don't know how we don't understand common sense biology here.
I appreciate that you guys invited me here.
I never learned in biology that that's the case.
I think just the Bible alone. If you are looking to have a husband or you're looking to be a wife, you need to read the Bible because there's nowhere in the Bible that it doesn't say the man does not lead.
Even in religion itself, can you cite a Bible verse? So religion is going to be God, the man, the woman, and then the kids. There's hierarchy wherever you look at it. So,
and if you want to look at it in the Bible, you want to look at it in the Quran, you want to look at it in Asian culture, you want to look at it in Native American culture, you want to look at it in African culture. Why is it that all human species, all different demographics of humans, put men in the leadership roles?
Because y'all decided so early that you guys were so much better than us.
What?
And it's just like been a thing that's existed forever. It doesn't make it right.
It works though. It works. The world that you enjoy and you live in.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't work. There's so much. There's like, it doesn't.
Oh, okay.
I don't think.
She's leaving.
She's leaving?
Yep.
Thank you for the
All right.
opportunity, but
All
I
right, bye.
don't associate with this.
Okay, just leave then. Just leave.
Thank
Don't
you
make
so
it. Don't make it a spectacle. Just quickly
But I have
leave.
a question.
Just quickly leave. See, this is what I mean. The feminists can't articulate their points. They get triggered and they can't. And whatever.
That's funny.
It's fine. More space. So, what was I going to say?
She was arguing a totally different point, and then we asked her, "What are you really arguing?" Couldn't even say that.
Nothing, bro. Low IQ. Dumb feminist as usual.
She got triggered, bro.
So, tell me one society that's actually existed through time that's a matriarchy. Then.
Oh, I'm not saying there is one. I'm saying, it's all been patriarchy, but it's not right, and it hasn't ever led to like something so beautiful. Like the world's not a gorgeous place, and men have run it forever. Women haven't had the chance to like really step into those roles because over the years, the misogyny that's existed has stayed, and it's stayed present because you guys have always run things. So how do you know you're doing it better? We haven't had a chance because we're women. We're supposed to be submissive. We're supposed to do this and that. Like,
I would argue that women have the easiest existence they've ever had, and I would argue that women live an easier life than men do, and they have more opportunities than men do. As a matter of fact, if you really think that it's a patriarchy and it's so bad, name one right or privilege that men have that women don't.
I'm not saying it's so bad.
Answer the question.
I am.
If a patriarchy is so bad, name one right or privilege that men have that women don't also enjoy. But I can name a bunch of privileges and rights that women have that men don't have. So explain to me how the patriarchy is bad.
I would say the first thing is like men baseline are always just respected more. You meet a man, you have a conversation, people always respect more.
Really?
Men more naturally. Yes, because forever you guys have said we are the most competent and women aren't. That's why as a woman, the amount of times I've been told, like, when I first met you, I thought you were super dumb, but after talking to you, you're really smart. Men don't get told that because you meet a man and men automatically get respect. It's very true. It is.
I disagree. I think
in my opinion.
I think, see, here's the thing. Women get more opportunities, and there's a reason why. There's a whole thing called chivalry where we give women preferential treatment, but men don't necessarily get that. Mm-hmm. If a woman is homeless or if a woman is in a bad situation, she's more likely to get hand out money, homeless shelters cater to women. There's a bunch of things in place for women. So I don't know what you mean by that. But you're more likely
to get opportunity. You're more likely to get taken seriously. You're more likely to get a job than women. It's statistically proven. Hold on. Actually, absolutely not.
women are far more likely to get a job if competing with a man. If a woman's name is on a resume, she's more likely to get that job, especially if it's in a male-dominated field.
Nowadays, it's only that way because the past forever, it's been men, so they have to do that so that people can't be like, oh, you only hire men. They hire women because it looks good for them.
Do you know
Okay,
why?
so once again, explain to me how the patriarchy oppresses women then, that you're claiming. Because to me, it sounds like y'all get a bunch of opportunities that we don't.
It oppresses us in the way it's happening right now. Is
How?
there's a few men in here talking to us like we're stupid, purposely misunderstanding things we're saying, but we just have to put up with it because we're women and you're men, so you get humbled so much less than us. We are forced to sit here and listen to you, and it is your podcast, and I get that, but it's also like you talk over us. If we talk to you the way you talk to us, that would never slide, ever. But men can do it because you're men, and we have to sit and listen, and it's been that way forever, but that doesn't make it right. Just because it's always been like that doesn't make it the way things are supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way they have been.
Well,
you can't just submit to the way things are forever. Nothing's ever going to change or improve.
Well,
yeah, and who's to say what's supposed to be?
There's a bunch of times where I was speaking and you cut in to make
multiple times.
Yeah, multiple times where you cut in to make points that didn't make sense. And the thing is that we're challenging what you're saying because a lot of things that you're saying are just not true.
No, and that's how I feel about what you're saying. Also, when I cut in, I have a headphone on, like the mic. Sometimes I don't hear when you're talking, and I am sorry, I don't mean to. But it's like I'm not purposely doing it. I hope you know that. And I've said many. You stop talking and that you do it too. You also talk over me, and you also you purposely, I feel like, try to not understand what I'm saying. Like even if I mess a sentence up or something, you immediately are like, okay, why'd you word it like that? And you say that to get in my head, when in reality, if you listen to my sentence, you would have known exactly what I meant because common sense and critical thinking. No, it's critical thinking. It's hearing a sentence and it's like when you get a text from your friend and it's a paragraph and one word's mistyped. You're not gonna send back and be like, what'd you say? Like you're gonna read it, and you're gonna figure it out, critically think. It's not hard.
Because you've made a bunch of arguments based on how you feel and not necessarily what's real. That's the issue.
I worded it wrong, but you also are making arguments on how you feel. You feel like women need someone who's superior. Where is it in the books? Where's the numbers? Can I see them? Can I see all the women you've spoken to? Like you are saying how you feel, but you're not wording it as I feel. You're saying women are this. You're stating it as facts, but they're not facts.
So
they're
women
how
don't
you
want
feel,
a man...
but you're stating it like it's a fact.
It is
see,
a
and
fact.
you interrupt me too, and so it's like you can't just shame me and make me feel like bad about it because you
you're
do
incorrect.
it. And we're also debating, and people interrupt each other as well. But I don't think I'm incorrect. And you're right, it is my opinion. But so is most of everything you're saying.
No, what I'm saying is facts. Women, by and large, want a man that's better than them in every metric: height, income, strength, competence. The women on average want a guy that makes 56% more money than they do. Like
women
everything
on
I'm
average.
saying,
So where'd you get that number from? You said women on average 50%. Where'd you get it
from?
Women,
college-educated women especially, want a man that makes about 56% more money than they do. There's been studies on this. Okay? Women don't want a man that's equal to them. It's called hypergamy. It's biology. Women want a man that's better than them. Women, since the beginning of time, have either married across or above hierarchy lineages. That's just how it's always been. So this isn't my opinion or how I feel. This is what's real. You, on the other hand, have made a bunch of arguments based on how you feel. Well, I don't think women are this way. They are.
Your arguments are the same, though. You also are making opinionated arguments, but you're saying it with passion. You're saying there's these articles, so pull it up. Show me the numbers.
We have a list of articles here.
Yeah,
you can see after the show.
You're free to go ahead and look at the studies after.
You're going to realize you said a bunch of stuff that was not true at all. He's just correcting you in real time.
What are some things I said that weren't true? Can you name me some?
You said that women don't want a man that's superior to them.
My words were, I'm a woman and I don't. You can say some women, but you can't say women because I'm a woman.
I said women in general.
No. Are you all women?
Oh, not at all. No, I'm only one woman.
Exactly.
I hate to be against women, but we could do a poll just here and to do the percentage. How many women
and
here?
I did that earlier.
Want
And most of the girls said that they prefer a man that's better.
There's 9 women out of literally everyone. Like there's 9 women.
We've interviewed 3,000 women plus, pretty much, or
over 2,500.
I would say if you
Out
want
of
their facts, just watch
millions?
the podcast in the past, and then you could just see what they're
What if
talking
we
about.
I've seen them, but it's like the amount of people you've had
Women
on, even all
prefer.
together, like combined, is such a minuscule amount of people compared
Where's
to the
your
amount of
stats?
women in the world.
Where's your stats?
To what argument? To what numbers? What numbers did I give
To
you
your
that you want
argument
stats to?
That women don't want a bigger, stronger, better man.
My only argument is it's not all women. Everyone is different. You are generalizing.
How do you know?
Did I ever say
Because
all?
I'm a woman who knows so many women, and most of the women I met think the way that I do.
How old are you?
What's
old are
that?
you?
I'm 22.
You haven't lived long enough to meet half of the women that even have had successful relationships. Most of the women you
And
know.
I'm not saying
you're
that.
still-
That's not the argument at all.
But it has to be because you can only give opinions off of experience. You haven't had enough experience in your life. I'm going on 35. I haven't had enough experience in life to sit here and say, this is the majority of how women think. I can only tell you from what you have experienced,
Exactly.
right?
That's what I'm trying to say is you can't sit here and say all women. My argument was
said
his
most.
experience.
I never
Yeah,
said
most.
Most.
I never
like,
said
come
all.
on, like,
Okay, you keep saying
I think you're
women
missing the
this,
this is
key
why
women
we
that.
correct you
Talking about.
I
because you
said a
say stuff like
majority
that.
in general. I never said all.
Well, there are a few times you've said word for word, women this, women that. Some women,
In general.
most
He's
women.
speaking in drought.
I always say in general
Okay, Chris.
or a majority. I never say all. I never speak in absolutes. I speak in majority.
Yeah,
I
hear
showed
you.
it. I proved it to you here at the table. I've said it before. I've named a couple of stats, and your only argument is my experience, my opinion, what I think. Well, I hate to say it. You're 22 years old and you don't know anything.
But the poll you
So
just ran
you're-
with 9 women isn't like
And
an
I told
argument.
you I have a body of evidence of where I've spoken about almost 2,500 plus women. I have studies on my side. Like, it's irrefutable that women look for a man that's better than them in every regard. Like, that's not an opinion. That's an absolute fact.
And you're arguing it, but you want a wealthy man. You want a man to provide.
I didn't say that. I haven't said that.
You don't want a broke man. You don't want to sleep in the car with him. You want to make sure he has a house of his own, a roof over his head, a car to drive.
I just want a guy that supports me and
It
treats me
sounds
good.
good. Sounds good.
Supports
Man,
that's
you
the
know
key
what
word.
I'm saying.
I think supports
You don't
me
want a
like
man that knows
emotionally.
fast.
I'm
Can't-
not.
that
You want a
support
man that
runs
supports you. You
dry.
gotta-
Hold on, I
yeah.
want to talk over.
Sorry, my bad.
The support runs dry when there is no financial support. It runs real thin afterwards.
I didn't.
Even just commenting on him saying why men run things, right? Women are emotional. I said this statement the other day. My uncle taught me this. He said either you want to be a woman or you want to be a boss. You
Yeah.
cannot be both. And it may sound crazy, but because women get emotional when they make decisions, we also have this thing called chemical imbalance when we go through periods and things like this. Just a lot of things happening.
Hormones.
So hormones. So when we make decisions, we are emotional. When men make decisions, they're more strategic. I'm not saying all, but majority. So when you are working in the workplace and the reason